everyone, and welcome to another episode of Would You Rather, the English podcast that really makes you think. Today we have a new question. So, what is today's question?
So today's Would You Rather question is, would you rather eat natto or kimchi?
Oh, for one day, for my life, just once?
I mean, if you have to eat it, would you rather eat natto or kimchi?
This is difficult for me because I don't like either. Kimchi is, when I see people eat it, I get a little, I start to wonder, why do you like this? And then I get curious and then I try a little piece, and every time I'm like, oh, no, why do you like this? Both are very healthy foods. Natto, the smell is not great. I'll be honest. The smell is not good. I'm sure most people don't like the smell actually, right? They like the taste.
Yeah, smell is not pleasant.
I see.
But, just natto smell.
Yeah, just the smell is bad. For me, kimchi smell is also kind of bad. So they're kind of level badness at that point. Natto also has that sticky consistency with the strings. The strings are very annoying. Like when you're trying to eat and then it's all stringy everywhere, and that's kind of an annoying thing about natto. So -1 point to natto. And kimchi, the texture's not bad. Actually, it's quite crunchy. I quite like the crunchy taste. I quite like the crunchy texture. And I think that it's refreshing. Kind of refreshing, this crunch. So 1 point kimchi, I suppose. But when it comes down to taste, natto has a taste that's very difficult to describe. But I would say it's not a bad taste. Is it? It's not a bad taste. The texture is worse than the flavor. So really you have to get past the smell and you get past the texture of like kind of stringy, slimy spit.
Is the texture unusual for you?
Crazy unusual, yeah. Yeah, the texture, there's nothing in England that has a texture like that. Literally nothing. So when I describe it to people from England, for example, it's indescribable, basically. So you just have the stringy pieces of slime, kind of slimy.
Slimy spit?
Thank you, slimy spit.
How dare you?
Sorry. So, yeah, the taste of natto, not so bad. But the texture and the smell are two things that you have to kind of overcome to enjoy it. Maybe even Japanese people have to overcome these two things, get used to them.
Yeah, to be honest, some people don't like them.
Yeah, it's kind of two things you have to get over. If you don't mind texture so much, some people really don't really have a texture thing, so they don't enjoy certain textures and they can't overcome the texture to get to the flavor. For me, I'm a little bit like that, but not too much. So I can eat natto, but I would never choose to eat natto because it's not enjoyable. I'd rather have something else. So yeah, natto, the flavor's not bad. Kimchi, however, the flavor is awful. It's very spicy and the smell is garlicky, and after you eat it, your breath is all garlicky, spicy flavor. But the texture is good. So really you don't have to overcome any texture issues, just you have to overcome the flavor. And for me, flavor is the biggest thing. So I think over time, if I ate it every day or if I ate it as a child, I could get used to natto, maybe even like it one day. But kimchi, just the flavor is bad. You can't get over the flavor. Texture is something you can get over, but the flavor is just not for me. Not for me. Many people love kimchi, but for me...
Even English people, right?
Oh yeah, English people like kimchi. Yeah, I think so. It's not super popular yet, I think. But yeah, I think people like kimchi just as people in England like matcha flavored stuff as well. Matcha is becoming kind of popular in the UK now.
But you don't like matcha either, do you?
No, I don't like matcha. Yeah, I don't like matcha. I like anko, red bean paste. I really like the flavor. When I first came to Japan though, I thought it kind of looks like chocolate. So when I bought a sweet pastry or taiyaki or something, I thought inside, ooh, chocolate. And then when you taste it and it's not chocolate, it's very disappointing. So I was like, what's this? This is not chocolate. So when I first had it, I was a bit, disappointed. Not because it tasted bad, but because I was expecting chocolate. So...
I mean, it doesn't look like chocolate though.
Yeah, but for me, who's never seen anko before in my own country,
I see.
When I came to Japan, it's the only thing it looked like to me.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is some weird chocolate, right? But the flavor was not chocolate, of course. So I was, what is this? But over time, when you expect anko and you get anko, taste is good. Taste is great. I like anko and coffee, which some people tell me is very weird. But no, I enjoy it. Anko, like pastry, taiyaki or something, cup of coffee. Oh, yeah. But getting back on topic, green tea. I like green tea as tea. But matcha flavored things, again, it's not disgusting. It's just, if I want something sweet, I want it, the best kind of sweet, like chocolate, like anko. This is like delicious to me, like super delicious. Matcha is very earthy, tastes a bit like grass to me, which is something people really like. Some people in England really like it too. Just for me, it's not the flavor that I'm looking for in a sweet thing. It's not what I want. But getting back on topic, what was it? Natto or what was the other one? Kimchi.
Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot. So natto or kimchi, yeah, for me, the answer, it's still tricky, but the answer is slightly clear that I would eat natto.
Really?
Instead of kimchi.
Really?
Is it surprising?
Kind of.
Really?
Yeah, the texture, natto texture.
Yeah.
And kimchi, it's just basically vegetable, right?
Yeah, but it's got that really spicy kind of flavor, the spicy and the garlicky. I like garlic, but it's got a unique spiciness that I'm not into particularly.
The best part.
The best part?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. For you. But for me, natto is, natto, you put the soy sauce on it, maybe mustard as well, mix, and it's edible. Kimchi, I mean, I guess it would depend how much kimchi I would have to eat, right? Like one piece, then okay, I'll have kimchi, I'll just sacrifice one piece. But if it's like a whole pot of natto versus a whole pot of kimchi, then I think I'll have the natto. Yeah, so there's my answer. Natto versus kimchi, natto wins. So please let me know in the comments what you think. If you think both are delicious, what are you talking about? Are you crazy? Or any other kind of comment you want to leave, please let me know in the comments.
Yeah, I think most people disagree. What
really?
are you talking about?
I see, okay. Feel free to leave those comments below. What are you talking about, you crazy woman? Be kind. And I'll see you next time for another episode of Would You Rather. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.